Alright, this is Andrew with Jota Home Inspections. This is part 2 of the sewer scope here in Salt Lake. We're at 2599 east, 3020 south. Got the camera pushed out 75 more feet. So today we're back accessing it through the backwater valve in the basement. So we got exactly the info we needed from the seller. They told us where the backwater valve was. It's in the south bedroom, roughly 4 feet from the closet door and about 1.5 feet off the south wall. So this first connection point is called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like a good connection there. Little bit of an offset right there. And pretty soon you're going to see another one that I had a hard time getting my camera over right there. And so I had to flush the toilet and run some water to be able to help push my camera over that offset. Just like my camera is getting stuck, waste could potentially get stuck on that shoulder, that little lip, and that could create a blockage where it leads to a backup. I'd still consider that one to be fairly moderate. It's far from the worst offset that I've seen, but certainly not ideal. This is transite pipe. Not uncommon for the age. It's cement asbestos. So not Orangeburg, which is one of the questions I had when I was looking through that backwater valve in the first video. You still have a bunch of cast iron under the house, which will eventually need to be replaced. So that's not ideal, but it's at least transite going through the yard. Alright, now we're transitioning to cast iron. Very rough and rusty. Only a little bit of it, and then back to transite. And then once we get back under the slab, it transitions again to cast iron. No standing water, which is great. That indicates that you have proper grade. There's a little root. Once you have roots, you're always going to have roots. I think that one might have been stuck right here, and it might have broken off when I went by it with my camera. And now back to cast. This cast looks really rough. This is how it looks under the slab. I'd recommend having that coated to help smooth it out, and so you can inspect the line a little better. You know, you could have cracks hidden under that rust that nobody could see until it's cleaned. Back to the roots. Once you have roots, you're always going to have roots. I only saw that little tiny one, but over time it would be good to have those cleaned out. Very good. Now we are back to the backwater valve. I don't know how well this will show on the screen, but we're looking down at the pipe right now. This flap gets installed right here, and that makes it so that water can flow through, goes past the flap, but if the city line were to back up, it's going to hit that flap and make it a lot harder to back up into the house. And then on top of that, there's a cap that gets threaded on. Put that on tight, and then on top of all of that is a cover that goes under the carpet. There's the closet, there's the south wall. So just to recap, I was able to get all the way out this time, about 75 feet out. You had one little offset. Hopefully it doesn't cause issues, but the only way to permanently fix that would be to dig it up and do a spot repair. No standing water. Really probably the weakest link with this line is the cast iron. Eventually that will need to be replaced, which is under the basement slab, which would be very difficult when it's time to do that. For now, I'd recommend having it coated to clean it and then have it looked at once it's been cleaned. I'm going to end this recording now.